Where it all started was, I don't know anyone's feelings about the abortion debate, but I will say that I am pro-abortion. But then I found out that I was born in 1972, a year before Roe v. Wade, and suddenly my thoughts about abortion were a little bit on the fence there. But basically, so I was adopted when I was a young boy, and my mother actually went and took my adoptive mother to court about 6 months later, and she tried to get me back. She fought for me in court and went through the system and went all the way to State Supreme Court, New York State Supreme Court, and they ruled in 5-4 in favor of my adoptive mom. And so this is something that was always in the back of my mind, and when my daughter was born, I decided to start looking for my parents. It really was something that really made me start thinking about that. And so I went and I found my mother. I was 25 years old, and I found my mom, and she just happened to be best friends with Bobby Chouinard's wife. Bobby Chouinard, the drummer from Billy Squier. And so he was like, "Oh, you play drums, that's really cool." I said, "Yeah, man." We became really close. He became a mentor of mine. And then my mother couldn't handle the fact that she had given me up. This was a big source of contention, and she felt guilty and all this stuff, and she came to me and she said, "I can't deal with this." And she left. She left me again for a second time. I was devastated, needless to say. And I went to Bobby Chouinard and I said, "Bobby, my mom left." And he told me, "You still got me, kid." And he became a great mentor of mine, and my love for drumming, I mean, I've been drumming for a long time, but my drumming really went to the next level with him kind of under his wing, taking me under his wing, and really giving me great advice. And this was right before I joined Banana Fish, and Bobby had passed away about a year before that, and I had done actually 5 auditions for 5 other bands, and Banana Fish was one of the bands that I had answered some ads in Village Voice. And I walk into the room, it was a cold audition, and the first song that they played was Sassafras. And if you know Sassafras, it sounds a lot like Everybody Wants You by Billy Squier. And I always felt like that Bobby Chouinard was on my shoulder looking over me, because when I walked into that room, sat behind that drum set, and they started playing Sassafras, I was like, "Oh my God, this is Everybody Wants You by Billy Squier." It wasn't, but the guitar opening, the way it sounds, you would think that it was the same song. And I was like, "Yo, I got this gig. I got this gig. This is my fucking gig." And they were like, "Oh, we're not sure. Here's a CD, go home." And then next week I came back, and now I had gotten the Pink record. I learned the Pink record. I came in, and I think it was that...
What year was this?
This was the December of 1999.
Okay.
And later on, I had found out that I think either John liked me or Hal didn't like me after the first audition. Then the second audition, I came back with the CD. Now I had done my homework. I played. I thought I did really well. And then I found out later on that actually they had flip-flopped. That by the second audition, then John didn't like me and Hal liked me. And they still were on the fence. Now, when they kept going back and forth.
Were they with somebody else? Were there any other contenders that were up against you?
I have no
Besides the drummer that they were trying to get rid of?
Yeah, I think they were auditioning other people. I'm pretty sure. And so.
Did you know why they were getting rid of the old drummer?
I don't know.
Do you want to get into that?
I don't really know. It might have been the musical differences, but basically, so they flip-flopped on the first audition, the second audition. They weren't sure still. And they were like, "Well, this is the tiebreaker, the third audition. We got a gig in Washington, D.C. at the Velvet Lounge. We got to leave this weekend. Can you do it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And I said to myself, "Well, I think I definitely have this gig because playing live is one of my fortes." And so that was it. So I got the gig after that audition gig in Washington, D.C. The third audition was a live gig.
And that was in, what
That was in January of 2000.
January of 2000, so it's the first live gig you played with Banana Fish Zero. And how did you feel? Did you feel like, Hal and John were someone you guys could get along with? Because you know how bands are.
Yeah, man. Well, you know, it's like that with every band. Every band is like a relationship, and there's always give and take and push and pull, and you know, like any great family, you have disagreements.
Well, it turned out to be a fantastic combination because it was just one of those. I mean, let me just say personally myself, I would like to say the Banana Fish Zero was one of those unique combinations in history and time. Is synchronicity comes together where three guys with the right talent and the right mindset put on a really good fucking band. Yeah. And you guys kicked ass.
Yeah, well,
I mean, you really did. And I just wanted, you know,
chemistry is
did you feel that chemistry right off, or was it something that?
I thought I felt it, and I thought musically we fit together well. You know, and that's where the chemistry starts. When you all vibe musically, then you really start to go to another level. I think that we each pushed each other to be better than we were, and I think John and Hal's songs were special, and I was glad to be a part of that, you know, and wanted to make music with them, and I got to make a lot of great music with them.
So basically, all right, so what happened after that? I mean, did you that DC show? Did you stay in DC for a while?
Well, actually, I want to go back before.
Go ahead.
This is an important story for everyone who's in a band. I was in a band. Bobby Chenard was alive. He was my mentor. He would take me to these gigs. I would roadie for him. We spent so much time together, so much good advice. And I was in a band where the guys in the band really loved me. We would go back since high school. A band called the Vaudevillains. The Vaudevillains were a Long Island band. We did covers, we did originals, and we did some comedy music. Because these guys loved me so much, and I was into Dr. Demento and Weird Al and Frank Zappa and stuff. So they were like, yo, we're going to let you do some of your comedy songs. So I said, all right, man, I got a song. It's called My Asshole's Burning. And basically, they were like, oh, yeah, we'll let you sing. They thought it was a big joke, you know. It was all right, let him do his little song. And this fucking song killed it at the show. That these fucking guys had to do this fucking song every fucking show we did. The audience wanted to hear this fucking song. That they were like, oh my God, what do we start? And it was something that was very special. No one had ever let me sing before, even though the drummer always wants to sing. And they let me do my comedy music, and it was something very special. And so, when that band broke up, this is the point of the story. When that band broke up in '97, and 98, 90, anyway.
You were what, 25 years old?
Yeah, I went to fucking Bobby Chenard. I was like, Bobby, my fucking band, my mother left me, and now my fucking band broke up. What the fuck am I gonna do? And he said, yo, don't worry, man, there's going to be other bands. I said, no, you don't understand. There will never be another band that lets me sing My Asshole's Burning. This is not going to happen, man. And he's like, no, there'll be other bands, bro. You got a fire in your eyes that those guys will never have. And I want you to just keep going, bro. Do not give up on this. There'll be other bands. And Bobby Chenard was right. There was other bands, and that band was Banana Fish, and many others after that, many other great bands. I've been blessed to be a part of so many great bands. And the Banana Fish is just one of them. But he was right. There was other bands, but I was right also that no one else will ever let me sing My Asshole's Burning again. So, you know what I'm saying?
There are more bands for you in the future.
What I mean? But we were both right, is what my point was. I thought that was funny. You know what I mean? That happened like that, and then I got another band.